South Philadelphia, Wells Fargo Center. I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams. And Jay, channeling the spirit of our founding fathers, there's a future here in Philadelphia.
Well, after 4 years of tanking, they finally have generational talent. Look out for these guys. They're on the up and up.
As Sixers fans, it's been worth the wait, and we're ready to go. The wait is over in this one. The Sacramento Kings control the tap. De'Aaron Fox. De'Aaron Fox slams it down.
Oh, that's a great way to make an opening statement. It's about the team that's able to punch the other team in the mouth first. That's exactly what you want to do if you're the road team.
Simmons. Inside, he scores.
Ed, did you see what this pass just did? Now it encourages his teammates to move with more sense of urgency because they understand that next time down the court, they might be on the receiving end of that pass.
De'Aaron Fox to the basket for two.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Sixers control it. Simmons to Covington. Nothing going here on that drive. Hand in his face, still hits. You don't see that very often.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size. But in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
Covington. Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
Fox with it. Down two. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number one, create contact, and number two, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
De'Aaron Fox at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 72%. Free throw up and good. And the three-point play puts them up early in this one. Jay, what's the next step for Ben Simmons?
MVP, Ed. To win the MVP. But perception is reality. And I've been hearing this stuff from a lot of people who have been watching Ben Simmons show out this past summer on IG. One will perceive that Ben Simmons has already won a championship when that has not been the case. Ben Simmons needs to get back to the lab, stay in the gym, continue to work on that jump shot, because this is still a team that lost 1-4 to the Celtics without Kyrie Irving and Gordon Hayward.
Simmons brings the ball up court. Over to the right side. Redick. 4-3. His first effort off the mark. Cauley Stein to Bagley. Marvin Bagley with the slam.
It's so difficult to block a guy like that with that kind of athleticism and length. Your timing almost has to be perfect, but pretty much there's no stopping him when he's around the rim.
De'Aaron Fox sends it away.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Into the front court, it's Fox. Up by 3. Short jumper stays out.
That's called a heat check right there. Surprised he missed that one. That was an open look.
To Redick. Fires the 3. Defenders could lose sleep with this guy. J.J. Redick, well defended, still knocks it down.
I don't know how he saw his man out in the cut like that, but that was nice.
De'Aaron Fox to Hield. Fires the 3. Bagley humbled there. Defense all over him. It's in the hands of Philadelphia. Redick. He made his first effort, but not that time.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Redick with it. Looking to make something happen from long range. That's how you defend.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Has a chance. Can't connect. Shot was forced. Redick with it. Counting down towards 1 minute to play here in the opening quarter. To Simmons. Has a look. Simmons with a shot. No good. Fox into the front court. Less than a minute to go in a tightly played first quarter. Out of bounds. Last touch by Robert Covington. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes.
Substitutions, Philadelphia.
Buddy Hield. Shot from the lane won't go. Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
From the painted area, won't go down.
And physicality is your friend. Don't let these guys get any easy ones down low. Make them look at the refs, wondering where the foul was every time.
Trying to cash in, gets a look, can't hit.
See, I don't like that shot right there. Pass the ball, get the defense moving, maybe set a hard screen, roll to the rim, see the ball go in a couple of times before you settle for a mid-range jumper that's contested.
Colts with a shot off the mark. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it. Long heave from three-quarters court. Final shot from half court off the mark. And that does it. First quarter is in the books of this one. Lucky 13s on both sides. 13 all as we start the second quarter. Philadelphia with the basketball. Goes to the right side. Going a launch beyond the arc. That won't go. To Fox. Short jumper misses. The big fella, Zach Randolph. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc, and it's Fox there for the rebound. Beyond the arc for three. Off the mark. Sixers finally break through. 52 wins last year. But, Jay, where do they factor in a top-heavy Atlantic division?
I still see this team finishing on the outside looking in. What I mean by outside is the 2 or 3 spot. I think this is Boston's division to lose, Boston's conference to lose. But still, the question marks with Toronto. Kawhi Leonard doesn't really want to be there, changing up their coach. What's going on with that franchise? And the question mark still is around Ben Simmons and his ability to shoot the ball down the stretch.
Shot from in close, no good. Fox across the timeline. Leads 4. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
I got a chance to sit down with this kid before the NBA draft 2 years ago. One of the most intelligent, brilliant minds we have in the game. Very much reminds me of the way Rajon Rondo runs his squad.
Baseline drive, the shot won't fall.
And this happens all the time in this league. Sometimes offensively, you're tired. It's one of those type of nights. You combine that with the fact that the defense is hungry and active and contesting everything, that's why shots aren't dropping.
Sixers call for time as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Fultz. He gets it.
Everybody in the building, including myself, thought that pass was going somewhere else. Fool me once? Okay. But you're definitely not fooling me twice.
Sacramento ball. To Randolph. The big fella, Zach Randolph. He's 2 for 2 now.
There you go, finally. Shoot your shot.
Got it.
This game is so mental. Trust me. Some nights you get poor effort defensively, you can't make any shots, then you see the ball go in, boom, switch turned on.
Oh, they call him for the foul.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 1.
Taken by the Sixers. Fultz with the basketball. They trail by 7. To Covington. Off the assist.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
It's Sacramento ball. Has a chance. Shot's no good. You have to like the confidence, but that was a difficult shot.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who's contested.
And a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
That's out. Last touch by Bogdanovic. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor.
Into the game for the Philadelphia 76ers, number 25, Bill Simmons.
Jay, it's a huge question in Philadelphia. What can Markelle Fultz be in his second NBA season?
He could be a former #1 pick in the NBA draft. He can still be a star. I don't think any of his shooting woes had to do with that shoulder injury last season. It was mental. It was the yips. He's been getting reps this entire summer with that form, with that rhythm. And if he keeps shooting the ball the way I've seen him shoot out in California, this kid could be a star next year.
That's his first personal.
Ben Simmons trying to cash in on the three-point play. 56% for his career. He's got it. Three-point play on that trip. The Kings will use a timeout as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter.
Tickets for the next home game are still available at the box office. Buy one or more tickets before the end of today's game and you'll receive an exclusive discount.
Covington with a piece.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
They've recovered it. To Redick. Fultz. It takes a lot to keep this young man under wraps. Markelle Fultz still scores.
I love watching these coaches' moments. The coach was literally saying, no, no, no. Yes, yes, yes. That's how you make coaches look like masterminds.
to Heald. You've got to get that one to go. Redick with it. The margin is 3 as we approach halftime. To Fultz. Lets it fly from long range. He's not known for that. Markelle Fultz, the former #1 pick, hits a tough shot.
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward.
For 3, and he buries it.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Fultz. That's no good. Late heave to beat the buzzer. Yes, a 3 at the buzzer. And this is all tied up as we reach the end of the first half. So we head to intermission all tied up in what's been a tight one from the start. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports halftime report. Jalen.
The 76ers will start the third quarter with a tie on the scoreboard. The long-range shooting has been outstanding, and if they can keep it up, it's going to open up more things for them offensively. These are the guys getting buckets. And while it's not a big deficit, they should pretend like they're getting blown out. They benefit from that kind of mentality in the second half. Have a look at the leading scorers.
Game track. Bench points.
This is a game where the bench guys deserve a bit of the spotlight. The thing is, you need a spotlight big enough for the reserves on both squads. This is a game that's been all about the depth in the depth chart.
Player of the half.
Fox has already put together a pretty nice highlight reel for himself, and that's just after one half of basketball. He did a lot of scoring, and it probably won't stop anytime soon.
Who was cold?
Forget cold. This guy will be happy to be lukewarm at this point. He can't seem to get anything going.
Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
And with that, I'm sending it back to Ed and Jay to bring you the rest of the game.
A lot of contact. Shots no good and no foul. Joel Embiid. Not a busy night, but effective. 2 for 2.
Can we take a second to talk about the most gregarious personality in the NBA? We don't trust in the process. No. We're beyond the process. Joel Embiid has emerged as this generation's Shaquille O'Neal, and he's done it in a variety of ways. He's a dominant big who doesn't shy away from the physicality of the game. Probably the reason why he was up for Defensive Player of the Year. And also, he has a personality that baits you into a conversation, whether you like it or not, and he's pretty hysterical. This kid is going to be a star in the league for years to come, and you better pay attention to what he has to put down.
To Fox. Here comes the screen. Baseline drive. The screen sets him up for 2.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
And counted at the rim.
Dario Saric has really become a big part of the rebuild in Philly, and he's had improved shooting from his first year to his second year because he understands where his shots come from. He's assisted on 99% of his mix. That shows you something.
It goes down.
There you go. I like seeing scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Kings have the basketball. De'Aaron Fox to Bagley. Sizing up the defense. Buddy Hield to Fox. Short jumper off the mark.
And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
Gets to the basket and scores.
And the true test of a team's character is how they respond when they get hit in the mouth. Keep digging.
De'Aaron Fox. Here comes the screen. To Fox. Ben Simmons swats it.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Redick with it. It's an 8-point lead. Here's a chance from long range. He was all over him.
In the first half, you were hot. I get that. Now, since you're not, it's time to start squaring those shoulders and getting those feet in the right position to actually allowing yourself to make the shot.
Now ready with a couple of free throws. Buddy Hield at the line. And hits the first free throw.
Substitutions, Philadelphia.
And fails to hit them both. Hits the first, misses the second. The pass set it all up.
What a pass. I have no clue how that ball even made it through the traffic.
It's the Kings now
Let's
with the
go
ball.
Phillies.
De'Aaron Fox.
Ugh, what's up, man? Tough night and pissed season is over, it seems, for the
To
Eagles.
Hield.
Oh, man, yeah, man.
De'Aaron Fox.
Yeah, tough night. I watched the game.
From the painted area, won't go down. Joel
Yeah,
Embiid
man.
pins it. That's his first of the game.
We should have won that
It's
game. We've been
good.
losing too
And
many home
one.
games.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even
Yeah,
made
man,
a
we've been
decent
losing
play on
too
the
many
ball,
home games,
but sometimes
man.
those bounces go the other way.
Man.
Still, stay aggressive out there.
I don't know, you know. I mean, at least we won the Super Bowl last year, and we got it while it was hot. What can I say? We got our Super Bowl.
De'Aaron Fox,
You know?
at the line for a chance at
Did
a
you
three-point
trade for
play.
Jimmy
Hasn't
Butler on the
missed yet.
Sixers?
And he can't convert the free throw.
It won't let me
Fultz in the
trade.
front court. His team up by
Yeah,
7.
this game, let me see. Hold on. Yeah, this game won't let me trade. It won't let me trade for Jimmy Butler.
Driving right to the basket.
So what I'm gonna have to do is I won't be able to
Can't
trade
get
for
it to
Jimmy
drop.
Butler.
Scalabiciere.
Because the
Huge
computer-
block.
the up-
That's
there's no
his
update.
first of the game.
You know what I mean?
Inside,
That's
he
what sucks
scores.
about NBA Live. I don't think they
And
got
if they don't
updates.
contest, he's
You
not
know,
getting
my
that
roster
down
need to
with
be
ease.
updated. I want Jimmy Butler on my squad.
That's a
You know?
5-second violation.
My roster should be updated, but
Opposing
not,
coach
you
is
know what
going
I
to
mean?
counter. Make some changes of his
and
own.
then if I did another season, if I did a season 5, another season of this basketball, I like it a lot. I would get Jimmy Butler.
Won't go
I
down.
would have Jimmy Butler in season 5, but they won't let me do any trades on here.
Layup's
won't let me
good.
do trades.
Those are the types
So
of
I don't
shots
know.
you always strive
I
for.
was trying to do
Pass was
trades
really
today.
good, but what I love most
I was
about
trying
the
to
play,
trade
Ed,
Coventry
was that every player that
and,
ran in transition
the other
had
guy
active
for,
hands, which means they were active
Jimmy Butler,
targets.
but they won't let me
provided
trade.
a target
And
for the
I don't
player
think they
to
got
deliver the
up-to-date
pass.
rosters.
That's
They
how
better
you
come
work
out with
together
it,
as
man.
teammates.
Slams it down. Jay,
You know?
let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been
They better
pretty
come
much
out with some
non-existent
up-to-date
the first three
rosters, I'm
quarters,
telling you.
But when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
And he stepped out of bounds. Turns the ball over. Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. Kings with the ball.
Yay, I guess it's time to focus more on Sixers now more than the Eagles.
Second block in this quarter.
Oh, so many shots. Only gives you perimeter that much more confidence.
Yeah, we might be done, man.
More pressure.
And then we got to go to New Orleans to play the next week. Oh, man.
Turando.
I don't know. I don't know what to say.
Good look
No,
at
but it looks like it's not the
I
Eagles
agree. I
here,
thought
man.
there was a foul, but also it's all about your approach. If you can't come down the lane and jump off one leg, it's called a power lift. Go off two legs and expect the contact.
Fox with it. His club staring up at an 8-point deficit.
Just because we had such high expectations again this year.
All you see them doing is complaining to the ref, complaining to each other. You're making the game uncomfortable. That's the mark of a good defense.
Seven Sixers need more depth.
Have the lead.
Yeah. You know, but, I mean, now we got to focus on Sixers and Flyers, man. The Flyers
I didn't think the Eagles would drop like this.
Me either, man. Me either, you know. Oh, man. I was pissed, man, after tonight's game, man. I mean, I was mad.
The Kings have the basketball.
I was mad, man, you know.
Quarter. And Jay, remember, this was
We ain't looking good at all.
The third quarter, that was
Yeah, we get one more loss. We're about done.
Right in the first half.
I mean, we can get in the playoffs.
Now it's time to
We might still get in the playoffs, though. But we're going to be a wild card. We're going to get in a wild card, you know? I mean...
4-3. Not
You know,
going
Eagles are not
down
looking good. We ain't get past the Cowboys. I mean,
knocking down the
and the Cowboys, to me, they're not...
the so far in the second.
They was good tonight, but they're not...
Maybe attack
Cowboys, they can't beat the Redskins. So, Cowboys ain't no serious force.
Fires the three, buries it on the catch and shoot.
Just because someone is listening to you doesn't mean that they actually hear you. At the end of the game, when players get tired, they listen to what the assignment is.
Hey Jimmy, but your first game will be on Thursday.
Count it.
On Thursday?
He is going to the line.
Oh, okay. Oh, man. Jimmy Butler, man. That's a heck of a trade, man. Jimmy Butler, 4-time NBA All-Star Olympian. Yeah, man. Sixers going to be turned up. Hey, next year NBA game, or this year, if we can make a trade. I can't make a trade, man.
I heard that he might be signing an extension.
Joel Embiid trying to cash in on a play.
Okay, 4 years, right?
7% at the line.
He signed a 4-year deal.
Embiid's free throw good. A 3-point play. The Sixers extend the lead.
Yeah, I think he's on a 4-year deal or something.
And Wednesday, not Thursday, sorry.
Okay.
Can't connect. To Reddick.
Oh, okay, Wednesday. Okay. Okay, so all he's going to do a deal on Wednesday. Okay, that'd be cool.
Fires the three.
Oh.
Not that time. He missed it.
I think that'd be cool.
I know you were knocking down everything in the first half. That's not the case so far in the second. Maybe it's time to start executing your offense.
My birds, man.
Swings it.
I don't know what's happening, man.
You got to go for the score here right now in this possession.
You know, I really don't know what's going on with it. I'm telling you.
Just off the mark. Joel Embiid looking good. 4 for 5.
New Orleans
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else
Rams,
needs to touch the ball. He's in the zone by himself.
Look like a year of the LA Rams,
Yeah,
man.
do we play then? Do you know, and are we home?
Able to recover with the block. That's his third block this evening.
You know why?
We're going to be on the
anybody
road.
on the defensive end standing up out of
We're
position.
going to be at New Orleans, man.
Squatted down.
The Eagles will be at New
With
Orleans.
their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Man, we can't get past the Cowboys this week. And then we got to go to the same. We should beat Carolina, too. Philly should have won that game against Carolina, man. We lost game. We still won.
Look, the most efficient
Week,
offenses
I
are the
think
ones
week
with
2
the
or
highest
week
number of
3,
assists.
the Eagles should have beat
that
Titans.
average 25 assists or more.
You know,
Now
the Eagles, we lost certain games. Plus, we got bad injuries.
First to the final 3 minutes. That leaves them with one remaining.
This year we had more injuries, a lot of injuries, man.
Players think they can turn that switch on and off.
No, I meant
after
for the
being called, but
Sixers.
It doesn't work that way. That's why coaches talk about practicing good habits on a daily basis because they show up in the fourth.
I'm playing home. I'm playing home right now.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes.
Oh.
Simmons to Covington. From long range, that's off the side of the rim, short.
This always happens. You knock down a lot of shots in the first half, and in the second half, you start to lose your rhythm. You need to have the legs. Shoot at the pinnacle of that jumper.
Simmons with it. His team on top by 8. Fultz. Markelle Fultz at the line.
6'9". On Wednesday for Jimmy Butler's first game, are we home and who we playing?
I don't know.
Can't connect on the first free throw.
Yeah, I don't know. Who's that? Dab on something. 69.
Warriors are gonna win it all.
You think so?
Second and 3.
Golden State Warriors, don't forget, you got Houston Rockets. You got the Rockets, too. You got the Houston Rockets. Keep
Can't
your eyes on the
wait to
Rockets.
see it.
Yeah, I want to see Rockets win. I want to see the Warriors lose. I don't want to see them three-peat.
Dubs are goat.
But Golden State right now, man, looking like a team to beat.
Into the front court.
Golden
It's Fox.
State, man, is looking
His
incredible, man.
guys trail by
Again,
10.
they're looking more
Not
better
loose.
this year than they did last year.
Bagley. De'Aaron Fox.
Oh, my God, that's garbage, man.
It's easy to get
Oh,
lost in the
my
chaos
God.
of the
How
game
did he
down the
make
stretch.
that?
But great awareness by the
my
shooter to get
God.
those toes
Oh,
right
he-
behind the three-point line.
Oh, my God, he killed me deep,
Markelle
man.
Fultz to Simmons. Going
How did he
along
make that?
beyond the arc.
Yeah,
Robert
boy.
Covington is
Talking
long.
about, let's
And
go
it pays
simple.
off with the 3.
And here's the
about,
setup,
boy.
Ed, down the stretch. From a player who's
Can
been in these
anyone
type of
stop the
positions,
Dubs?
eventually
I
I'm going to
don't
hit you with a
think
head
so.
fake, and you're going to have to jump, considering I
Okay,
just made the
who's
last
the
couple
Dub?
of threes. And that's when I find
What
an
team
easy
is
way
the
to get
Dub?
to the rim,
Who's that?
or force the defense to collapse
the Dub?
to kick out for, guess what, another one.
Oh, you could sense that
Oh,
coming.
but which team
There
is,
is a
which team
premium
they call the
market for
Dub?
players with that type of hand-eye coordination.
From the outside, no good.
Warriors.
That's how you do
Oh,
it. You keep
okay, I
riding him
got
to
you.
the
That's
basket,
the
and if the
nickname.
refs aren't
Yeah,
calling
man,
it,
Warriors,
keep being
man, Warriors
physical,
no
keep
joke.
knocking him off balance.
Warriors ain't no
With a
joke,
drop
man.
step.
Warriors ain't no joke.
Shot from the lane won't go.
You know what I mean? They're about to
To
make history,
Covington.
man.
Yes. It
The
drops.
Warriors about to make
No
history, but
drama
we beat the
on that
Warriors.
one.
Just wait a second, Ed. Wait 1 second. Can we go back to the play before this great play that we just saw? Just because you have a bad offensive possession, you can't allow that to go down and reciprocate itself on the defensive end.
What's
One
wrong
bad
with your
play
mic?
does not make 2 bad plays. You have to bounce back. That's how you play this game.
Can you hear me now? You can probably hear me now. You can hear me? You can probably hear me now, right?
7 Sixers are in.
What? The Sixers are
It's
not up.
crackling.
Oh, struggling? Oh, okay. All right. My mic goes in and out here and there, I guess. Well, you can probably hear me now, but the
New
Sixers, we
blood
ain't out
coming
of
in for
nothing,
both
man.
sides.
The Sixers, we got Jimmy Butler.
De'Aaron Fox to Hield. And look out. He climbed the ladder on that
Damn,
one.
to
Well, the
watch
question
out
is, how big is
for
the ladder?
Toronto
He's still
Raptors this
climbing.
year.
Fultz
Kyrie
to
Leonard.
Embiid.
Toronto
Joel
Raptors.
Embiid.
Sixers are
He's
in.
now 5 for 6.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your
Yeah.
opponent than when your own teammates are
Okay.
unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
To Fox.
Celtics and Raptors are
Looked
better.
like he may have gotten him there.
Because he had no body control. You have to be able to control your body when you attack the rim at full speed. That's part of your concentration. People assume concentration just on the rim, but your body controls everything. Be able to speed yourself up or slow yourself down.
It's Sacramento ball. He was all over him. Missed the shot. No free
Brooklyn will
throws.
even
It's
be
easy
better
for the
than
offense to get
Philadelphia in a
agitated
year
when
or
you keep
two.
turning around and the defense is right there in your face. The jawing is only going to escalate.
Fox into the front court. 14-point deficit to Hield. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Not that time. He misses.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
Fox across the timeline. Down a bundle. Almost. Unlucky bounce. That misses with 2 seconds to go. The Sixers are victorious as they win this one handily. For Jay Williams,
Philly will finish 4-3-3-9 and get bounced out of the playoffs quickly.
This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
The 76ers were solid in today's victory. And more often than not, they were hitting the three when they popped from long range. Winning gets a lot easier when you're adding so many points to the scoreboard, 3 at a time. Check out the leading scores for the Philadelphia 76ers. The Kings didn't get the victory they wanted here today. And even though some of them smiled and shook hands with the other guys after the game, you could tell by the way they headed to the tunnels how disappointed they were about this loss. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Sacramento Kings.
Game track. Second chance points.
The Philadelphia 76ers were most impressive in the way they turned their effort into second chance points. If I was their coach, I'd be very proud of the team for the way they played with heart.
Player of the game.
Joel Embiid could not have been more impressive in this game. The way he scored the basketball looked like he was playing with kids in high school. Top plays, and we've got 3 of them for you.
Number 2. Number 1.
And here we've got the upcoming games for the Philadelphia 76ers. And that does it for our post-game wrap-up. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. Thanks for joining us.